Hello everyone, how is it going? It's Vander here, and today I have yet another trick to show you. It's pretty buggy, but I'll try to explain everything. So basically, to be able to do it, you need Ivern and his W, which is brush maker. So normally when you want to set up a trap, you can place a brush pretty much anywhere and just go in there with your team, yourself, or whatever. But then it's rather obvious that someone may be in this brush. So in this trick, what you want to do is you want to place the brush on the other side of the wall, but so close to the wall that it will actually allow you to be able to hide in it on the other side. So what you want to do, how you want to do it, is basically you want to find a thin wall. Here you can see some examples, and use your brush in the middle of the wall, more likely closer to the other side, so the brush is on the other side. In order to do it consistently, I highly recommend you guys going to the practice tool and trying it yourself, because it is really buggy and sometimes it can work, sometimes it may not work. It often looks like you are not even in the brush visually, but you are actually stealth, in brush, so it's pretty weird. And keep in mind, the hitbox is really important. Sometimes, as Ivern, I wasn't able to get into the brush, but here on the example, Annie and Ziggs were able to get in it. So it's really important what's your hitbox. And here you can see, would you ever expect, imagine going by this river, would you ever expect someone being in this exact spot? There's visually, it's pretty much impossible to realize that someone may be there. But this gets even more interesting when you actually look at this from the enemy's perspective. And that's what we're gonna do now. So, there are two things that may happen. First is this. So, the brush, as you can see the brush, and you can see me moving. Sometimes I see Ivern, sometimes I don't see him. I think it's because he isn't able to enter the brush, but somehow the brush probably covers a bit of our perspective, so we cannot see him from time to time. And what's even funnier is that sometimes he wasn't able to see us either. So I think it's the same for both of us. I cannot see him, he cannot see me, I can see him, he can see me. That's how it works. And here is the successful one where he actually is in this brush. So imagine just walking here, you would never expect someone being exactly in this place, because visually it doesn't really look like someone can be here. There is a little bit of grass, and yeah, that may tell it, but here you have it one more time. So at first, before you enter the brush for the first time, you cannot see any visual effect. Imagine there can be two people here, but you cannot see them. And here, after I enter it, and then I went out of the brush, I can actually see a bit of brush here on this side, but before I wasn't able to. So imagine you can just walk here and randomly walk into Annie or anything and just get one shot. And here, the other example one more time, where I can see him sometimes I cannot see him. So as you can see, it is pretty glitchy. Sometimes it can work, sometimes it can fail. I cannot really guarantee that, but you can try to practice that in practice tool, and maybe sometimes people will be able to do it consistently, or maybe just Riot will somehow fix that, because I don't think that's the way it should work, but for now it is. So feel free to do some tests. I'm waiting for some interesting plays with that. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, then maybe like the video. If you didn't, then feel free to dislike the video. I wish you a great day or great night. So take care, guys, and see you in the next video.
Okay.